Hey, it's your friend Mel. And over the past few days, as I've watched the news and seen the horrifying events unfolding in the Middle East, I have found myself feeling overwhelmed, scared, and paralyzed. And I'm sure you have felt the exact same way. And that's why I wanted to talk to you. It is so easy to feel powerless in a moment like this when it feels like the world is spinning out of control. And yet, I want to remind us both that we do have tremendous power. What is that power? Simple. You have a light inside of you. That light is your humanity, your compassion, your love, your heart. I know that what's happening right now is so upsetting. And I also know that you don't need to understand the details of history or everything that is happening to feel your heartbreak. The world is watching the suffering and barbaric acts of violence against innocent Jewish people, as well as the suffering and violence inflicted upon innocent Palestinians. The fact that you are heartbroken, that is a sign of your humanity. And that might not be the only reason why your heart aches right now. Mine is aching because there are also far too many innocent people and refugees suffering around the world, their lives destroyed or disrupted by foreign invasion, conflict, natural disasters, and senseless hatred and violence. It's so easy to forget when you're watching the news, the fact that innocent people are not their governments. They are the victims. That's why so many around the world need your light right now. Personally, I am praying for each and every one of you who have lost loved ones, are in harm's way, or are fearing for your lives. I am praying for those of you who are overwhelmed with anxiety, fear, and grief. I'm praying for compassion. I'm praying for healing. I'm praying for peace. And I'm also praying for our collective light to shine brighter than the terrifying darkness in the world right now. As global citizens, we each have an individual role to play. Even when nothing seems to make sense, there's always something you can do. The world needs you to be a lighthouse. Answer the call. Cast your light into this dark storm. Shine your humanity bright. Find ways to serve. Be soft with yourself, because the world's suffering, it's impacting you too. So allow your goodness, your love, and your concern to shine through so that others who feel lost can navigate their way back home again. Look for opportunities to help, to connect, and to show people how much you care. Grieve. Pray. Turn off the phone. Turn off the TV. Be still. Reach out to loved ones and people you work with and stay close to people who make you feel loved. And there are a few other specific actions I'm taking that are helping me stay centered and connected. And I want to share these 5 things with you too, in the hope that they may just help you feel a little more grounded too. The first one is to remind you of the power of spiritual practices. Since the beginning of time, spiritual practices have helped people through the most tragic experiences. Prayer, meditation, journaling, gathering with others, reading a sacred script, or even taking a walk outside in nature so you connect with something greater than this moment. It really helps me. And if you're in a part of the world where you can't get outside, try visualizing yourself outside in your favorite place or with people you love. It might just really help. Second, you might want to try the 10-5 rule. If you feel comfortable, the 10-5 rule is a great way to connect with someone. Here's how it works. When you find yourself 10 feet away from another human being, look them in the eyes and smile. When you're about 5 feet away, smile again and say hello. We are not strangers when we are all suffering. And we are all in this right now. We just show it differently. When fear takes over, you disconnect from yourself and from others. The 10-5 rule can be a very simple way to reconnect. And when you take a moment to truly see someone, it lets the light back in. Third thing, stay informed, but do not inundate yourself. How much time you spend watching the news does not equal how much you care. You can care deeply and not watch the news. I personally read the news instead of watching it so I can stay informed and protect my mental health. And to the extent that it's possible, try not to stress yourself out with traumatic images. My husband and I have also required our kids to delete TikTok. The graphic imagery right now is too much for your nervous system and heart to process. Instead, focus on showing that you care with your actions rather than by the content you're consuming. 4, reach out to other people, and in particular, check in on your Jewish and your Muslim friends. These recent events have sent shockwaves through both global communities. Please let them know that you care and that they're not alone. I also like to end my notes to my friends with this: you do not need to respond. I just wanted you to know that I am here and you will not go through this alone. And finally, be a lighthouse. However and whenever you can, lead with love, with kindness, and with compassion. Respond to despair with hope. Meet hostility with kindness. Don't get pulled into the darkness. Stay connected to your beautiful humanity and keep your light shining as brightly as you can. And for me, being a lighthouse, it also means that I am going to continue posting empowering and uplifting content. Not because I don't care, but because I do. I care deeply. And seeing images that bring you joy or make you laugh or remind you of the beautiful aspects of life are tremendously important to giving people around the world hope. If you're reading this right now or hearing my voice, I hope you feel my light shining out to you and my prayers protecting you. And in case no one else tells you this today, I wanted to tell you that I love you and I believe in your ability to share your light at a moment when the world needs you most.